Hi, Rabbi.
Hello. Hi, Sephora.
Hi, Rabbi. I'm in the hospital right now. I'm with my dad. He's joining us for Maariv tonight.
Welcome, Sephora's dad.
Yeah, and he's wearing the prayer shawl that I brought back from Israel. And he's going to
Wow.
join us for all of our prayers tonight and the healing prayers, and he's going to just receive that, and it's going to be good.
Well, of Sephora, we're going to send you all the healing energy. Sephora's been sending you healing energy every time I see her. And so the fact that you are now part of our service now is a wonderful blessing. And we're blessed that your daughter is part of our community. She's made it immeasurably better just by being here. So I'm happy that she's linking us with you right now. Thank you, Sephora. And hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning to our Japanese friends, Sherry Joy, Rabbi Sherry in Japan, and Reba. Reba, where's your granddaughter?
Oh, I think Levita's probably feeding her right now.
Okay. She gets a
She
pat.
was crying.
And good morning to you, Rabbi Sherry. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Rabbi Sherry is going to be laning from Noach, the Parsha of the week. And so it's always special when I get up to do my Maariv and a rabbi in Japan has woken up just for me, just to lane Torah for me. It makes me feel great. Good morning, or good evening, Ellen. On the other side of the planet is Ellen Rose and Tinoki. And Sue Bowers, hi. And hi, Marvin. Marvin, we don't see you. No, you're there. Hi, Marvin, Erev Tov.
Oh.
And there's the baby. Hi, Aurelia. Hi, Aurelia.
Yeah, she had to have breakfast.
Oh,
I love those cheeks. I love those
I
cheeks.
know.
oh.
Broke their toe.
Like a little squirrel.
See me now.
The baby in the book.
Yeah, exactly.
Aurelia.
Yeah, Aurelia. It's a beautiful name. It's so nice to see you again, Aurelia. Hi. Hope you had some good food. Don't let us interrupt your nap time. If you need to go take a nap, you do that. Just let your grandma or your mom know. Anyway, Ellen Friedman's here too. Hi, Ellen. So, oops, that was a little off. So why don't we, there's Ellen. Hi. And I am sitting with none other than my Granny Franny. Hi, Franny. Hi, Franny. So this is special for me. This is the first time I think I get to lead a service with you right next to me.
Right.
So that's very nice.
Oh,
So
very good job.
Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and start here with our opening page. Welcome everyone to Sim Shalom. This is an all congregation. I'm Rabbi Elias Wang. We are joined by Rabbi Sherry Joy Berman. This is beginning the second of Cheshvan, 5783. It's the second day of the month today. We are beginning together as the sun sets to celebrate the turning of the earth. Please join with me in a quick Hine Matov. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manai Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters and family to dwell together. Or as the Rav Nachman of Breslov put it, let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. We continue with the Barhu. The hello, everybody, we're here. Barhu, hi. Anyone want to lead us in the Barhu this evening in any kind of melody you want? Let me see some hands. Yeah, Aurelia. Oh, was that an errant hand? Errant baby hand was perhaps, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt every time, Aurelia, but I think that was just an errant baby hand. Rabbi Sherry, would you Baruch for us?
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Blessed is the eternal one. Blessed is the holy presence, the blessed one forever. Amen. We continue now with the Ahavat Olam, the Maariv Arivim. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, whose word creates the mysterious time of dusk, filling the world with possibilities. In wisdom, you open heaven's gates, and with understanding, you change times and very seasons, and arrange the stars in the heavens according to your will. Creator of day and night and the trembling in between time, who spreads out light before darkness and darkness before light, who creates day and brings forth night, who separates day from night. Blessed are you for your creations that happen every day. Baruch, together we can read in Hebrew, Baruch atah
Adonai,
Maariv,
Maariv,
thanking the source of all infinite wisdom and energy for putting us here on this planet right now, as this light is turning away from darkness and we are becoming more and more of ourselves. And this is what we are hoping to become, more in line with this. Ahavat olam, Beit Israel, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu lemareta, Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shofbenu u'vkumenu, Nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגי ימם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. Do I have a volunteer? Actually, Marvin, I saw your hand up earlier. Would you read the English for us, this translation over here?
Your love has embraced us always in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day your Torah sustains us, reviving the spirit, delighting the heart, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love.
Amen. Beautifully said. Thank you, Marvin. We continue. Please read responsively with me in the English on the right over here. In the stories of our past,
you are revealed.
Laws that you gave at Mount Sinai,
you are revealed.
In the questions that we ask and in the answers that we might find.
You are revealed.
You are revealed.
In the light that burns off fog and in the darkness that swallows grief.
You are revealed.
You are revealed.
In my questing, in my doubts and fears, and in the joy of my dreams come true.
You are
revealed.
The blessings that surround us, those that we see and those that we don't see.
You are
revealed.
Blessed are you for opening our senses to all your revelations. You live in the glow of the heart. You live in the pain and the joy of life. You live when we choose life and blessing. You live. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, Reba. Let me put you on mute. You live in the still small voice of conscience. You live in the unending search for truth. You live in our breath when we unite and call you one. Together we can say in Hebrew right here at the bottom of the page. Blessed are you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel, and as we find out in today's story, you love all life on earth. And here we are. It's the Shema. It's time to listen. I would like to invite our rabbi from Japan to take us all the way through the end of the Via Hafta before the English, please.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shem Kavod, Malchuto Shalom V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, ואתם קדושים לאליכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Shall love Adonai your God with all your soul, with all your heart, and with all your might. And these words, which I command you this day, you shall take to heart. Teach them diligently to your children and recite them at home and away, day and night. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a reminder above your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your homes and on your gates. Then you will remember and observe all my mitzvot and be holy before your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who is truth. We can say all together.
Adonai Elohechem emet.
Thank you, Rav Sherry. Micha Mocha, everybody. Rav Sherry, you want to lead us in Micha Mocha this evening?
Okay, we do one that sounds a little bit like one of my junior high school cheers, so I'll do that one. So it's Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha Neder B'Chodesh Toav. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble singing. Just a second.
I love that one. That's a great
Yeah.
one. Ose fele
Noha Tilot Ose fele Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Neder B'Kodesh.
Hey, that was wonderful. That is from now on. That's my Maariv. That was so much joy. Really got it across. Hashkivenu, everybody. This is what Aurelia feels every time that her bubby, her Reba, takes her in her arms and puts her to sleep. For her, that's everything because she's a baby. And as we grow up, we learn that that feeling exists all the time, even without bubby. That's Hashkivenu. Bubby, yeah.
Bubby.
Bubby? Reba, do you go by Bubby or Bubby?
They call me, all my grandchildren call me Grandma Reba.
Grandma Reba. Okay, so Grandma Reba. I was just using the Yiddish term because I just, Bubby, Bubby,
Not
Safta.
Bubby.
What?
Bubby, not Bubby.
Not
Not
Bubby.
the correct pronunciation either.
Bubby. Yeah, it was always Bubby or Bubbala. I bet. Yeah.
You see, it's a Yiddish lesson too. It's not just a Maariv. I didn't know that. So Bubby, not Bubby. So.
In Yiddish, the language your parents spoke when you weren't supposed to understand them.
Was that true for you, Granny?
Yeah.
Did
That's
they?
true for me.
Did they?
My grandparents did that. But I finally figured it out.
My parents were all called Oma and Opa because my nephew was born in Germany when my sister was stationed over there. So they called him Oma and Opa.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for Hashkivenu, everybody. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ufrosh aleinu, Sukat shlomecha, Ushmo tzeitenu, Uvoenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Hapores Sukat Shalom, Aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Let us lie down in peace, Adonai, and we will rise with strength and clear vision. Shelter us under your wings and guide us with your wisdom. And for the sake of your world, help us work for peace through justice. Then hatred and plague and war and famine and sorrow will disappear from this earth. Blessed are you, our comfort and our shield, whose Sukat Shalom, shelter of peace, spreads over us, over all Israel, over Jerusalem, and the earth made whole. We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemecha ba, v'yalmad divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv, v'yimeru amen. Yehei rabba mevorach, le'alam ulal me'al maya. Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Vishtabach, Vitpar, Vitraman, Vitnase, Adar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemeda Kudsha, Brihu, Leila Minko Bechata, Beshirata, Tush Bechata, Venechemata, Damiran Bialma, Vimeru, Amen. It's time for the standing prayer, the Amidah, where we acknowledge that we are in the footsteps of our ancestors. We are in the history of our descendants, our spiritual loved ones who go on and on and on. We are exactly where Hashem means for us to be. We are on the planet where we can do the most good as ourselves with what we have, with right now. And thank God for that. That's what this is about. Please arise if it is in your custom. Let the strength of this community and the strength of our ancestors give us the strength to search back for our path, Blessed One. Adonai sefetai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Hasei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaya Kol Atah, Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv Ruach, Morid Hagashem, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Tomech Noflim Verofe Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha bal gevurot umido melach melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata lechayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechaye ha'akol. Or Hametim. And here is the translation, adapted from Chabad.org. Sovereign of our ancestors, Almighty One above, Holiness united, awesome creator of angels and holy things, we seek your presence every day. Praised are you, Ribono Shel Olam, consciousness of the universe. Blessed are you, all-knowing Ein Sof, endless one, source of wisdom. With you there is never a point of no return. Blessed are you, Ro'eh Israel, shepherd of Israel, who wants us to return to your presence. Praised are you, healer of hearts, minds, souls, healer of relationships, families and friends and loved ones. Give us strength and insight into our ailments and our discords for a speedy recovery. Blessed are you, Yad Chazakah, a strong hand that is the healer of the sick of Israel. Boreh, creator of the infinite universe of dancing planets that provide the seasons that we depend on for our comfort and our source of food. Blessed are you, Boreh, creator of the cycles. Nurture our role models with a passion for justice in all nations in the world. Blessed are you, Melech HaMachim, who loves righteousness and justice. Let there be no time and no space where evil can flourish. Blessed are you, Adil, the one who defeats enemies of love and compassion and humbles all. You hear the prayer of your people, Israel, with compassion. Be pleased with us and with the prayer of your people. Blessed are you who restores the Shekhinah, the Zion. We give thanks to you for being our comforts and the compass of our ancestors forever. You are always our rock and have always been the shield of rescue in every generation. Grant peace and happiness, blessings and beauty, loving kindness and compassion to us, to everyone on earth, and to life itself. Amen. We have reached our Torah service, which we are lucky enough to have this evening. Because I am in the presence of my Granny Franny, I'm going to ask you, Granny, to open this imaginary ark that we're standing in front of. There we go. Whoa, the winds of eternity hit us in the face. Do you feel it? Oh my goodness. Oh, Judaism. Wow. And so as we do that, we say, Vayhi ben Soharon ve'yomeh Moshe, kuma Adonai be'yafutzu elecha, and on and on and on. But because it's a Maariv, we're going to go really quick. And I invite the Rav Sherry Joy Berman of Japan and Kona up for an aliyah. Please, Rabbi, start with a Baruch.
Baruch hu et Adonai havorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai havorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah. Va'ani hineni mevi et hamabul mayim al haaretz l'shachet kol basar asher bo ruach chayim mitachet hashamayim kol asher ba'aretz yigva והקים אותי את בריתי איתך, ובאת אל התיבה, אתה ובנך ואשתך ונשי בנך איתך, ומחול החיה מכל בשר, שניים מכל, תביא אל תווה לחיות איתך, Zachar uncheva yiyu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach, Rav. That was beautiful. Can I ask you one question? That
Sure.
part where you talk about animals, what was that thing where the chayal? That note went on. That was where was that? Let me look for it.
There are two, like a shadow spyglass. That's it. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
That was amazing the way you did that. And it's interesting that you rarely see those two right next to each other like that. And what it's trying to say is all life, all flesh, everything we need to take with us into this ark. Rabbi Sherry is reading from the story of Noah and the big flood. And what she is emphasizing with her reading right here is that the message that God sent to Noah was not just get you and your family on that ark, because I'm going to send a big flood to, give a big reset to all life on earth because everything went wrong. But I want you to take bit of every piece of life as you see it and bring two of them, male and female, so that they can reproduce and come into the future. And so we are given the first understanding of us being an environmental stewards, using our consciousness, our understanding of what will happen. There will be a flood, something we can see coming that maybe others can't. And we can use our powers of intelligence and foresight and tool making to really make the future a more life-full place with more species, with more people, and with more justice. And this is really the first part where we get to see a little glimpse of that. And it's also interesting, historically speaking, because I'm not sure if everyone is aware, but this is an origin story that is very common among many Mesopotamian peoples, the big flood. And many people think that they're all talking about perhaps the same flood in Eastern Turkey, but there's a lot of different places the flood could have come from. And there's a lot of scholars now who think that the people who were those of this story were not the same as the Jews who had the leaving Egypt as their origin story. And eventually, when we came together and the kingdom of David was established, we combined our origin stories and became the Jews. So we were both the people who got on the ark and the people who crossed the Red Sea, even though the science says that perhaps, those were two different groups before we became one united people. But here we are in our text, in our ancient text, reading this beautiful piece of poetry about this flood, which probably actually happened to many different people across the world in many different contexts. And what we took from it was we can use our abilities to make the world a better place just by saving things that are in
The
danger.
symbolism of two, you announced the date today. It's the 2nd of the month.
Yes.
We usually announce the day on the 1st of the month, but you announced it today on the 2nd of the month. And that you talk about these two groups. So I think the symbolism of two is so amazing this week. It's just so interesting.
It is. It's a wonderful week. Does anyone
But I have a question,
Yes,
please. I hear you're being very positive, but I have it says that from what I have read, it says that Noah was the best of his time.
Right.
And given why everyone's being destroyed, they weren't so good. So yeah, it's like a juxtaposition.
It is.
Because everyone except what's in the sea. And they go on with trees later on, but it's that point as he's the best of his time. And yet they're destroying all above the sea. So that's to me is a juxtaposition.
I think you're right. It is, and it doesn't make sense. And I think because there are layers of this story that we have to unpack. One of which is that it went through the rabbinical period after the Roman diaspora, where everything became bad stuff happened because you were not Jewish enough. That lens became part of everything. And so things get rewritten. And then also there's the basic truth that people who survive tend to write history, and people who win write history. Noah survived. So of course he was the best.
Well, because Hashem, didn't destroy it. I mean, otherwise he would have had to start all over again with humans or with everybody.
Right. Exactly.
So the sense that Noah is, if you were saying that, or Noah, if you go through all the generations till Abraham, then they're still related. All humans are still related because of Noah.
Yes. And
so
really, and it's not so much about the biological relation. What Noah's really showing, that spiritually speaking, the man who built the ark to save the animals from destruction that they didn't deserve, that is our spiritual forefather because of his choice, not because of anything he did. Yes, of course, Noah is respected because he's the one who heard the call. He's the one who did know there was a flood coming. That's what it means that God told Noah that to do this. That means Noah saw it coming. Noah was smart enough, Noah was connected enough in his heart to know that it would happen and that he needed to do something about it. And so what we have is really the first opportunity for Jewish leadership, for someone to take a step and say, I am not just another creature on this planet that God created. I'm going to co-create a better future because awful things are happening. And it's my job to do what I can to make the future, a more Jewish one, a more peaceful, loving place. So yeah, you're right. There definitely is the rabbinic, you deserve this calamity, the pillar of salt people. Okay, but there's also other levels too.
And there's the duality that we can hold those two thoughts in our minds at the same time, Ellen, because you're okay. It's okay for you to be mad at him getting rid of all the other people. That's okay too. It's okay for Rebbe Elias to be really positive about all the good points in this parsha, and it's okay for you to be, well, really? He was the only one?
I don't mean it to be angry. It's just I'm saying the whole. Some of the reading doesn't give Noah that passivity that you are giving him. They give him if you compare him to Abraham or others, he did things that he was much more selfish than the further one. So there had to be a learning in order to be less selfish also. That had to be part of it. But that's very emphasized, he was the best of his group. And I think that's the whole point. And then we have to go further until we could say we reached the time for Mashiach.
Yeah. Well, maybe he was the best because his was the ark that floated. Maybe everyone made an ark, and only Noah had good luck. Maybe.
That's a possibility.
Maybe this whole thing is a big ark building contest, and Noah won. You never know.
Very possible. It's another thought.
Wouldn't that be funny if our whole religion started out as a shipbuilding contest? So here we go. We're going to continue now. We have, I found this little, I was going to use this while we talked, but isn't this cute? This is
that's cute.
I just love storybooks about Noah's Ark are some of my favorite because of all of the colors and all the animals. This is, I love it. And I love that the dolphins get to swim. They're included. They didn't need to be saved. They get to swim.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to give a shout out to vegan food. You don't have to kill animals to eat. Look at this. This is all different kinds of Jewish vegan food. Of course, you have Ethiopian food in the middle, my favorite. And then over here, you have some tahina and some falafel balls. Over here, you have some, it's another sandwich type. It's what do you call it? Sabich and pickled carrots and stuff. I put guacamole up here because I eat a lot of guacamole and I'm very Jewish, so I consider it Jewish food. And then here's a really salad over here with mango in it. So
you don't have to worry about keeping kosher if you're vegan.
Exactly. This is exactly the whole point. Thank you, Marvin. So
except I'm not, but
and your little picture of the art reminds me, if anybody's goes through Florida in Winter Haven, there's over in an area, there's actually a church that they built in the form of an ark. I mean, you know, the one you'd probably see in a movie or something, but that's exactly how they built it. It's a wildest look building I've ever seen, but you go along in there, it looks like it's a big boat. It's an ark. Wow. Okay.
Where in Florida is that again?
Winter Haven,
Winter Haven.
you know, where Cypress Gardens is. That's all I say. Cypress Garden. Oh, yeah, I know that's it. Yep. Winter Haven.
Thanks. I'll check that out next time I'm there.
Yeah, I think it's still standing. Who knows? I haven't been there for a long, long time. I mean, I never belonged there, but I just knew that they had built one. It's very interesting.
That's where they built Legoland.
It could, yeah, that's
Yeah, because
there
this
too.
other place, I was going to go there on vacation with my Francis Johnson, who
Mhm.
passed away, and much long after that. But I was going to go there.
Yeah.
But then they were closing.
Oh, yeah. I've never been to Legoland, and I haven't been to
Just
Winter Haven
before it
for
was
years.
Legoland, that was when it was something else.
Yeah. Well, Cypress Gardens has been there for eons.
I would like to continue our service.
Yes. I'm sorry. I got us off track.
No, I wanted to. I'm going to go to Florida, believe me,
Yeah.
and I'd like to be there and see that. But I wanted, before I forgot, I wanted to mention that my first Misha Barak on my mind is for Sephora's dad, who's in the
Oh.
hospital at the moment, and who's reconnecting with Sephora.
Yeah, I was just gonna I'm to my dad right now, and he just said he's in a lot of pain, and we're waiting for the nurse to bring him some pain medication, so he can just send him some healing. He's in a lot of pain right now.
We're sending Sephora's dad, who is in a lot of pain right now and is waiting for the nurse to bring him in. Sending him
Absolutely.
loving energy,
Hmm.
first and foremost. And also, we have someone who's fine, but she has COVID, Gabriela Sandra, on behalf of Granny and me. And who else for you, Granny?
Mary Jo Vilner.
Mary Jo.
Breast cancer that recurred after many years.
We're sending healing energy to Mary Jo Vilner for her recurrence of cancer. Rav Sherry, do you have any?
Ali Alea Batsa.
Thank you. Yes, I see it in the chat here. I should have read. Ellen Rose.
Thank you. All those who are suffering physically and emotionally around the world, all Sim Shalomers who need Refuah Shlema, Jenny Bat, Nina, Aaron Ben Ellen, Harry Ben Betty. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Ellen Friedman.
Yes, Timothy Paul Taylor, Manju Garadia, and all of the Sim Shalomers who need healing.
Thank you, Ellen. Sue Bowers, near the Ark in Florida.
Yeah. Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Jean, Mary, and myself, who I'm having a little trouble regulating my blood sugar at the moment. And my last mammogram, they found something. I don't think it's too serious because they do want to do a little extra test. So we'll see.
So we're sending you some
Yep.
healing, and everyone on your.
Thank you.
Keep us updated, okay?
Yep.
Marvin Gruber.
Nelson Rispaldo, he has cancer of the larynx. He had surgery.
Sending healing energy after surgery. Reba and Aurelia, if you're there, you're welcome to share some names.
Oh, we have no names.
Okay.
No names for us.
Okay. And we're going to go over here on YouTube. Say hello to people on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Looks like there are 6 people watching right now. Hello, 6 people watching right now. You 6 people want to send some healing energy. The chat on the side, you can write in there and I'll read it for you, okay? And over on Facebook, let's see if Barbara's here. Hi, Barbara. And we have other people too. Yvonne is here. Hello, Yvonne. And Angel, hello. And Sharon Jaffe is sending some people her healing list. Sharon's list includes Georgette, Sephora's dad, Eric, Stephen, Naomi, Beverly, Ronnie, Douglas, Louise, Lubin, all Sim Shalomers, and the whole world. Thank you, Sharon. And Barbara Kirsch writes Bubby. I'm not sure if that was back from our Bubby discussion or if she's sending healing energy to her Bubby. But let's just send healing energy to Bubby as a concept, yeah? And as a person. So now we continue with the Misha Berach. Let me find my screen again. Oh, I don't have the Refuah Shlema. So I will just say it for, and then we can do the Misha Berach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rofei hacholim. Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor Abracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage
Great
to make our lives
and his
a blessing.
blessing. And let
us say,
Amen.
Amen.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal
Of
of
spirit,
spirit,
and
and let us say, Amen.
All of that healing energy, all of that love from our hearts out to all of those who need it right now. Continue with our silent prayer, which you can continue your prayer for healing if you like, as we focus on the silent prayers of our heart for 1 minute. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yikara v'yikara shemei rabba, v'yamad yivrach yurteh, v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayachon v'yomechon, v'chay dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav v'zman kari v'meru, amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam u'me'amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'yama v'yimeru.
Amen.
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 Min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
Say shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
Now it's time to close the Torah, to roll it back up. Granny, would you close the ark? Just very good. Okay. Winds of eternity have died down. No more wind chill. Time for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon. Eit gedula d'yoter breshit. Lo asanu kigoye haratzot. Lo hosamanu b'chot hadama. Shelo sam chelkenu kahem. V'gor aleinu kelchor hamonam. V'anachnu korim. משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו We reach the Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. I will go around the Zoom and on the socials as before, as we remember those who have touched us in our lives, who are no longer physically with us. And we'll stop the share and we'll go. Rabbi Sherry.
Yeah, my brother, Alan Stephen Berman.
Thank you. We remember him. Sephora and Sephora's dad. They might be dealing with the meds right now, so we'll come back to you. Ellen Rose.
To all those who have nobody to say, excuse me, Kaddish for them. Lowell Ben Sally, my brother.
Thank you, Ellen. We remember him. Sue Bowers.
No one, thank you.
Marvin Gruber.
Francis Johnson, Vern Lindbergh.
Remember them. Reba and Aurelia.
Oh, no names, thanks.
And Ellen Friedman.
Laura Frick, Alan Brown, Maureen McManus, Glenn Thorne, and Kathy Gage.
Thank you, Ellen. We remember them.
Thank you.
Sephora writes Phyllis Weber, Mary Hines, Ernest Hines, Ernestine Hines, Kevin Hines, and Amos Udo. Not Amos Udo. Let me go over here to, hello. Hi, Yvonne. Yvonne is remembering Judy Mendoza. Sharon is remembering her dad, Ephraim Ben Usher, Oscar Mayowitz, Daniel Kaplan, David Rena, and all who have no one to say Kaddish for them. We remember them, Sharon. Thank you. And on YouTube, no Mishabera, no Kaddishes at the moment. So now we will continue with our service. Eternal oneness, source of the breath of all life, in whose hands are the souls of the living and the dead, turn today in kindness and compassion to our prayers, in memory of our loved ones. May the deeds of kindness and goodness that they performed while among the living grant them fitting rest beneath the wings of the divine presence, and join their spirits in the chain of life. May the Almighty's great name be magnified and sanctified. May the one who makes peace in high places grant peace over us, over all Israel, and over life itself. And let us say, Amen.
Yeah.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash
Shmei Rabbah,
Yalma
Yalma
divrach
Divrach
Yotei
Yotei V'Mikmafetei,
V'chayachon
V'chayachon
V'yom
V'Yom Echon, V'chayit Kol Beit Yisrael,
V'agalau
V'Agala
V'Yisrael
V'Smakari,
Amen.
Amen.
Yishmei
Yehi
Rabba
Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Ve'olam Olam V'Amad.
Barach Yistabach V'Yimar V'Yiman V'Yisrael Yitadar V'Yitaled
V'Talal, Shmei Kedusha,
Elam
Elam in Kol
B'Chata
Berchata V'Shirata, Tushbechata V'Nechemata, Tanya Dialma V'Nu, Amen. Yehi Shlama
Rabba Min
Shema V'Chaim Aleinu V'Yakol Yisrael V'Nu, Amen.
Shalom
B'Mama,
Yaseh
B'Yasne Shalom,
Aleinu V'Al Kol
Aleinu
Yisrael
V'Yakol Yisrael V'Yakol
Yoshvei
Yisrael V'Nu, Amen.
Amen. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. Teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of our loved ones will be more than mere moments or regrets, but rather will be a catalyst for inspired living. May the names of those whose memories we cherish be for us a blessing, and may we be worthy so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we remember those who were unto us a blessing. Let us say, Amen. Erev Tov, everybody. We have reached the end of our service. thank you for joining me. And thank you especially to Rabbi Sherry for coming out this morning, getting up to lane for us on a Thursday afternoon here. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also to Reba for bringing Aurelia. Without you, I would never see her. So thank you to Reba's grandma. And to all the Sim Shalomers, Sephora and the Ellen Friedman, Ellen Rose and Marvin and Sue. You guys put such a smile on my face when I get to hang out and we get to daven together. And Sharon and Barbara and Yvonne on the socials today. Thank you for making this what it was. I look forward to seeing as many of you who can make it. On Friday, we're doing a special Blessing of the Animals Shabbat service at Sim Shalom. Tomorrow night is Rabbi Galit, or actually, I think it's Shush is still doing Thursdays for now. And I think she'll share it with Rabbi Galit going forward. And I just hope to see all of you again very soon.
Toda Rabah, Rabbis
Thank you.
Elias
Thank you,
and
Rabbi.
Rabbi Sharon. Shavua Tov, Erev Tov, Lilav Tov, Sarayim Tov, Boker Tov.
Tov in general.
That's a, yeah. Have to find. How do you say Tov's all in Hebrew?
Kol Tov. Kol Tov is everything's good.
Kol Tov. Okay. Very good. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You have anything to say, Granny?
It was lovely. Lovely.
Thank you for coming, Granny.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Granny, Freddie.
Bye.
See you later.
Shabbat Shalom, almost.
Shabbat shalom.
Very close. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Say hi to Queenie, Marvin.
Yeah.